Dead by Daylight, Survivor Concept, Henry Hill, Goodfellas. So I just watched Goodfellas for the first time, and it was such a cool movie, at the time of recording this, obviously, that I wanted to cover the mobsters from Goodfellas as survivors, because I think it'd be really, really cool. Also, don't mind the gloves. It's cold, and I'd like to be able to play games, so I need use of my digits. Henry's first perk is Point the Finger. Point the Finger is a perk that when a survivor blows a generator, it highlights their aura to the killer for 10 seconds in exchange for you being not being able to have your aura read for 15 seconds, and that survivor, once that 10-second duration is up, becoming having either endurance or not being able to have their aura read for 30 seconds. So it's kind of like a selfish trade-off almost. The second perk I came up with, in having the last perk in mind, is like kind of synergy. So his second perk is Shoulder the Blame. And basically, that or Burden to Bear. I think I was originally going to call it Burden to Bear. I don't know. Basically, whenever your teammate would have their aura read by the killer, you can hit the active ability button to have your aura read instead. And this stacks up to 4 times. And then when you use it, anyone within a certain radius of you cannot have their aura read. And his third and final perk is Part of Something. When multiple survivors are working on the same generator, they all gain a 5% repair bonus, which doesn't sound like a lot, but there's more to it. They also cannot have their aura read by the killer, and get a 5% haste when within the terror radius of the killer in exchange for being exhausted, so that everybody can kind of split up. I don't know. I tried to make his perks kind of feel like his lore, but I couldn't think of anything that would directly make it feel like, mobster, I guess. Obviously he'd have plenty of cosmetics, but I cannot think for the life of me of anything else that would be tie into him being a mobster, because, well, that would involve hurting other people or ratting on them, which I think I did good with the first perk of, displaying the ratting on people thing. But I don't think the rest of his perks really scream mobster. But I think he'd be a really, really, really cool addition to the roster, because it'd be something different. It'd be something cool. It'd be a morally gray survivor. And I love the idea of a mobster as a survivor. I love historical fiction. I'm really big into the Chicago mobster thing of the 1920s to 40s, Al Capone and all that. So I think it'd really, really, really be sick to see a survivor who is not a great person in the sense that they were a mobster but have kind of tried to change their ways. They're still not a great person, but I think Henry Hill is the perfect example of that, because, spoiler alert, he does snitch in the end. So it would be a good little thing of he's trying to do the right thing but for the wrong reasons. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. If you liked it, consider liking, commenting, subscribing to YouTube stuff. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you want to stay up to date with daily horror content, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell. If you dislike, share the front of group chats, make fun of me in my stupid video, and I will see you on the next Dead by Daylight Survivor concept.